Hi guys, this is AevinAbstract playing The Hero's Memory. Today is going to be power-up day. Last time we went into level 4 and got the flippers, and I decided there was just a little too much death going on last time. So today we're gonna focus on getting some power-ups, and hopefully have enough time at the end to go back and beat level 4. So, inside the dungeon, when you got the flippers, you could dive down underwater. And in this game, you can also do that on the overworld. And there's a bunch of rupees down here. I landed in front of the 1 rupee. But there's actually quite a few rupees underwater, so I'm figuring I can get the last few I need to be able to go for that blue ring. There we go. These are skullfish enemies here that I sprited. They're actually quite strong at this point. They hit for quite a few hearts. I wanted some of the enemies underwater to pack a punch, whereas the Bari and Biri in level 4 weren't so strong. So here we've got the Silver Forest. I happen to know right where I'm going here. There's a secret up here that is inspired by the Blue Ring location in the first quest of the original Zelda. And in that you had to... oh, those guys will hit me without a better shield. In that game you had to walk upward through what looked like a solid mountain in order to reach the Blue Ring. So in this case, you got that. These amazing prices are top secret. My voice doesn't begin to go up that high. I'm not gonna even try. Also, we've got a little something down here. Now, oh, that looked a little odd. Now, before I said that after beating level 2, I didn't have access to enough heart pieces to be able to reach, or to be able to get the white sword. I thought about it and I was actually incorrect. I had forgotten about 2 heart pieces that I could access with the stepladder, and now that I have the flippers, there's more than enough on the overworld. Just like in the original Zelda, you need 2 spare hearts in order to grab the white sword. I also realized that in the last episode I walked right past a container or a heart piece that I could have gotten at the time. It's funny how I've been wandering around testing various things like enemy animations, and you get so used to seeing items that to a player look like, oh, that's a really great thing, I gotta get that. But it starts to just look like scenery to you. Huh. Start using your boomerang. Got this little goodie here. It might not be immediately clear, but that was the power bracelet. The main purpose of the bracelet in this quest is to just open up the shortcut passageways between the different areas. Oh, I forgot there's something over here. So, just like in the original Zelda, this quest has secrets on the vast majority of screens. Almost every screen has got a secret. Bombs or ammo, make your choice. I had some bombs and problems with bombs in the last dungeon, so I'll go for that. So it's interesting to note with those bomb or ammo rooms, they are limited, so depending on how you look at it, you can screw yourself out of arrows or ammunition and only have 12 for the entire game, or if you prefer to have a lot of ammunition and maybe feel like you don't have as many bombs, just get all the ammo you want. There's actually just enough rooms so that if you do it in just the right way, you can balance it. You can have an equal amount of either of them. I think the number is 24, maybe? Or you can max out at something like 48 arrows and maybe 30 bombs, I want to say. Okay. So we've got another full heart now, which will be enough for us to go and get that sword. Gonna take a little detour first. The sword is up that way, up the mountain further, but we're gonna make a little detour to get this other heart I forgot about. So up here is one of the more obscure required secrets. I've got to pass through this cave first, though. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting my sword. These moblins feel like they're taking a lot of hits to go down. Yes, I remember you. I have quite a few of these trap puzzles in here, and it is possible to do each of these without getting hit. There's some later that get very complex, but there isn't a room in this entire quest that requires you to take damage in order to pass. Oh, these things are gonna... Oh, that's right, I got my tunic, so they don't hit quite as hard as they could. Okay, so right here, there should be a bomb spot. And this path actually leads up to level 8. We're not going to go there now. We couldn't beat level 8 without level 1's item, actually. But this is kind of one of the harder things that are... Most of the secrets in this game are completely optional, but that is one that is hidden pretty well that you have to find. And I've seen a few people have trouble with that. Maybe it wasn't... I don't know, it depends. Some people don't like it. But in the original Zelda, some of the levels were hidden in very obscure spots. Just a bomb a random wall or a random tree sort of thing. Oh, and these enemies here, you can see they're invulnerable when their eyes are closed. They're actually tribbling back and forth between two different enemies. So you see that last one took 2 hits to kill. This one, if it ever opens its eye again. See, that one took apparently 3, but the reason is because when they tribble back and forth between their open and closed states, their HP is restored every single time. So the point is you have to hit them quickly. It's not about the amount of times you hit them, it's about the amount of times within a short space of time before they tribble again. So one of the more challenging areas in this game is the desert area, which is where level 7 is located. And it's pretty easy to reach the desert, but to get into the heart of it, it appears that you need the hook shot. But there's actually a secret passage in this area that will lead over there. Prove your strength, and this is yours. Yes. So it looks like this is the end of the cave. But you can actually bomb in this direction. That room... These things are only vulnerable to the level 3's weapon, which I don't have yet, so they're completely impossible for me to kill. And this over here, I'll probably die in this direction because it's fairly challenging to do this. Those enemies there are similar to the eye ones. They have a triple mechanic. We'll see if I can make it. I'm feeling pretty brave with my tunic and my new sword, but this room is... This is the one that gets you. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go well for me, guys. Ah! The skeleton isn't walkable. Open your eye! Yeah. These rooms are really challenging to fight through. Those scorpion enemies are quite strong. But if you want a challenge, try to beat level 7 before most of the other dungeons. You'll need the fire rod in order to beat it, but that's the only item that's required. And if you make it through that tunnel, you'll end up on the other side of the hookshot in the desert. Okay. What next? There's an upgrade in this direction. Let's go get that real quick. These armors are kind of mean. They look like there should be something under them, or you should be able to bomb there. But that's not the case. There's actually something under that mound. But we don't have an item to get that yet. I'll go ahead and get more bombs, since I don't have anything that uses ammo yet. I can't remember what this is. It might be a door repair. Oh, woe is me, you there. Can you spare some change? I'm so poor I live in a friggin' cave. How can you say no? I may have gone overboard with some of the door repair charges. Some of the later ones are for quite a lot of money. I don't think I really thought that through. Let's see. Any other goodies to be had? Oh, well, there's a little shortcut that opens up because of the power bracelet. We're right by level 4. Let's go ahead and take care of this. Oh, the boss room is right over there. But I gotta go around the entire loop to get there. think I'm gonna try and avoid that manhandla that killed me before. I'd probably fare a little better with my better ring and sword, but you can't use bombs underwater at this point, so I kind of feel like it relies a lot on luck. Feeling pretty sure of myself in this place now. That's usually a mistake. That's usually about the time I die, is when I start feeling very comfortable with my ability to take care of things. A little too comfortable. So, right here, the dungeon actually branches into two paths. There's an upper path and a lower path. And at the very right of the upper path, there's actually a room that leads to a shop, which I didn't go to. The shop is incredibly expensive. It basically is a place to get bombs in an emergency. To prevent you from having to leave the... Oh God, I'm getting got by a lot of those, aren't I? So, if you run out of bombs here and still have some rupees, you don't have to leave completely. You just have to pay an insane price. Alright. Yeah, I can see I'm not really exploring every area here, but I think that's okay. Oh, there's a boss over there. What's it gonna be? And it's Argus, the pirate jellyfish. As you can see, this is a Patra enemy. I really wish I could have used 2 rings. I wanted to make the ring a little bit tighter and have 2 of them so it looked like the orbs were covering his body. But that option is only available with the 16 by 16 pixel Patras. Whereas I needed the larger size to get that graphic in. This is another case where I could have just gone to the Link to the Past tile set and ripped that, but instead I had to rip it myself because I didn't know all those resources existed. I remember. I'm the hero of ages and seasons who brought order to the chaotic nature of 2 distant lands. A similar chaos emanates from this island. Something dark, something very wrong. The monsters here are too cold. But you're just an empty doll. Do you have the strength to put an end to it? Do you have the power to save anyone? I'll join you as your memory. With me along, you're sure to be at least a little stronger. Wonder what he meant by all of that. Mysterious threat around here, huh? So we've got some spare time. I think I'll poke around a little bit more. Actually, I wonder. We've got about a few more minutes. I wonder if I can get through this place up here. Trial of Courage. Oh, what's up with this? Uh-oh. I don't have a magic shield. This might be very challenging. So, for those who haven't played this yet, the gimmick here is basically that the rooms come in pairs. You can see this lit room, and then you'll notice that the statues are in the same place here. So the rooms are actually identical. You just can't see the warps in the next room. I like to orient myself based on based on the shadows, or the statues in the door. Seems to be the easiest way. And I'm completely failing at even the easiest room now. There we go. Now some people have tried to be a real smart aleck about these rooms and come back when you're able to light the rooms up, but actually that doesn't help. Even when you light the room, the floor remains completely black. So even lighting the room won't help you. However, if you come back with the lens of truth, then you can do this. It will reveal the way to go, even in the dark rooms. Okay, so it's right in line with the statue. Yeah, I'm not going far enough. Getting in too much of a hurry. Why would anybody make something like this? This is just a failure here. This is some mean stuff. Whoever made this must be a real sadist. Yeah, it just doesn't look like I'm getting over far enough. Maybe it's my imagination. I can't even pass the easy rooms. Up farther. One of the things that makes this challenging is the way that Link snaps to the grid. If you're sort of half off of it, it becomes... There we go. It becomes challenging to sort of inch forward because he'll snap up. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. The problem with this one is you have to approach the statues, and I don't have a magic shield, which is highly recommended. Now, this one, it's actually inverted. You can see that the statues switch to the side of the room. Oh, I almost made it. I have... When playtesting, I've been through this room many, many times. Oh, I twitched at the end, and so oddly enough, it seems like this is the one that I'm the most practiced in. But of course, because I said that, the failure is going to begin here. I really can't slow down on this one because the fires will hit me if I do. Too far. So I've watched some Let's Plays of this part, and it seems to be consistently frustrating. It seems like a lot of people will get to this point where they will realize they'll have the basic idea down of how these rooms work, and so they'll have this this reaction of, "Oh, bring it on! I got this!" And then they'll walk into this final room, and it'll take it a second to register, and they'll go, "Oh, he didn't." Yes, I did. Although right about now, I'm wishing maybe I hadn't. So for those Let's Players who had trouble with this part, maybe here's your revenge. Got it! Another one of these. The most exciting boss ever. I figured I'd put something easy here, because if somebody died at this, they'd have to go all the way back to the beginning. Brave hero, you've passed the trial and proven your courage. Take this warp magic as proof of your deeds. A lot of people say that Ferora's Wind is useless, and I guess technically I get where you're coming from. You can just F6 continue. But personally, I like to have a sort of in-universe reason, or way of going back to the beginning. Okay, well, it's about time to wrap up. Thanks to any watchers. I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.